How's it going, y'all? I'm back with another one. Continue where we left off when I Draw a Rod series. You know how I usually do these comics in Clip Studio, and like I've still been looking for like an equivalent to the tinderbox brush that I use in Procreate, but I still haven't found it yet. And I just felt like I've been procrastinating on the comic a little bit, so I figured I'd at least try and see just what it'd look like. Currently, at least my current style, as opposed to when I first started doing comics in Procreate, how that was hit or miss. Lately, I've done a couple like fan comics in Procreate, but nothing too serious. I figured I'll still do at least the lettering part in Clip Studio, but as for now, I don't know. I'm just going with the flow, seeing what fits me and what doesn't. Doing these pages, however, it's actually got me excited to continue the story, at least where we left off, and just having fun with it. Like, yeah, fan art is cool and all that, but getting to work on your own characters, that's a different type of high, at least to me. And with these first couple pages, there was one page before this that I didn't record. It was essentially just me testing it out. But after I finished that page, I'm like, yeah, I might just see what Procreate's hitting for, because the style still remains the same, but I get to like use the brush that I like the most. I know they say like, don't just make one brush your end all be all, but to me it's just in my comfort zone, and I know we're supposed to get out of our comfort zones in order to grow, but that's just where I'm at right now, at least at this point in my journey. Do with that what you will. But if you remember where we were last time, you see Celeste and Hathor just going back and forth with one another. And like, at this point, as much as he's hacking is going off at the millions of legs Hathor has, it can only do so much. So she takes it upon herself to just pull out this one spell, essentially casting aside her sickle and chain, and with that she sacrifices one wing, but it protrudes into another, essentially forming one giant wing and one giant scythe for one end-all be-all attack. And I mean, like, as you can tell, I was making most of this up as I go, essentially the look for the inks and everything. I feel like the style changes drastically with each pause I take, whether it be an evolution or a regression. Essentially, I just want to make sure that looks cool. To me, these look cooler than the last pages, and so on and so forth. If I'm happy with it, then I say job well done. And if audience or the viewer likes it, that's just the cherry on top. With this chapter and these pages, pushing myself more to lean into the background, like give more of a feel for the environment. Essentially, I've been trying to like, not trying to, but I've been ducking the smoke when it comes to backgrounds and essentially just focus on character. But I'm like, if you want to grow as an artist, you gotta grow in all aspects. You can't just focus on the body, even though you can. But for where I want to be in the artist's eye, aspire to be and all that, essentially you're gonna have to take that plunge or take that leap into that uncomfortable zone. So I might stick to this brush that I'm using, but As you can see, I'm fleshing out the environment, making it feel more lived in, like you know what it is. Like you can see here in this episode compared to previous ones where I'm like, I might have 2 or 3 things there just spread about. So you know, like something's happening in a place, as opposed to just like 2, 3 characters having a conversation about this or that, and nothing's around them. Essentially just static. But it's all a part of world building, like making this feel, I don't know if real is the right word, but something along those lines. And a couple of days ago, someone left a comment under one of my TikToks that was just like, essentially they were hyping me up, but also like downplaying themselves, and I don't really like that. And like I said, something like, comparison is a thief of joy. And it's just how I feel. I don't know where I heard it from. It's just facts. Like, don't go about putting yourself down. And I'm guilty of this too. When you see something you wish you could do, like go out and do it, or at least to your best of your ability. See how, when you can do it in your own way and make it your own. It's just my 2 cents on it, but we're near the end of this one. As always, thank you for watching, and stay rotten.